question is, why are you going to ground?
Yeah, a little bit.
Conditions like today?
He's gone to ground a little bit early. If you look at it there, he sort of slides and it definitely catches him, but the player plays for it, and you can't really argue that that's a penalty.
Okay. Are they worth the lead anyway?
I thought Brighton were the better team until this point, to be honest, but there was always a fear on the break or something from a set piece. Brentford might get something, and they're now in front.
Okay, thank you very much. To Anfield, John Bennett.
It is still 0-0, but Liverpool are pushing now to get this first goal. So Boslai has just had a shot deflected over the bar, so we're going to have a corner for Liverpool. Before that, Gakpo had an effort blocked as well. He's been really lively on the left-hand side. I tell you what, though, Alexander Isak has been really quiet so far. I wonder if this will be the moment when he comes into his own, because this corner is going to be whipped in towards him, and it's over the bar, deflected off the Nottingham Forest defender. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 0.
What a start to the season for Hull City. Rich Wolfenden.
Yeah, they lead 1-0 here still, Jason. QPR haven't really come out fighting to try and find an equaliser. It's all rather flat, but it is rather wet and rather cold. QPR 0, Hull 1.
As it stands, Hull City are third in the table on 28 points. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go to Joshua Adudonka.
Portsmouth 1 and Millwall 0. Zach Swanson's sublime goal, the difference here. And that openers fueled Pompey, who are well on top now. They almost got a second when Kobe Bishop had a shot blocked in the box. Adrian Segic has had a shot smartly saved. He did so well escaping the midfield, the Millwall defenders. Millwall struggling to get on the ball. They're only attack right now on the far side, but they're still trailing by a goal to 0.
Kieran Bowie has put Hibs 1-0 up against Dundee in the Scottish Premiership. We have got a bit of time to talk about League Two. It is topsy-turvy this afternoon because Walsall were top of the table. Swindon Town back on top. They lead Grimsby Town by 2 goals to 1, Aaron.
Yeah, and you've got to say Grimsby are a team that are just starting to slip away a little bit. Earlier on in the season, you know, they said that they expected to go on and get automatic promotion. Well, at the moment, you know, their form has just dipped. And Swindon go back to the top of the division. Notts County, they'll be expecting to beat Colchester today at home. But Colchester are on a good run themselves. You know, Danny Cowley's doing a fantastic job down at Colchester, and they'll be hoping that they can try and get themselves into the playoffs this year. The one that's standing out for me is MK Dons. You know, huge money spent, huge expectation on them. They find themselves 1-0 down at the moment up against Tranmere. They have won 5 out of their last 7 games, so you'd expect them to come back into this one. But they're the team that everybody's, you know, shooting at to beat, and at the moment, Tranmere are doing it.
Yeah, joint best away record in League Two, MK Dons. One of the other big stories, and before the international break, we speculated on whether it might be the end for David Hughes at Newport County. He was relieved of his duties at Newport County. Christian Fuchs getting the job at County. What do you make of that?
Well, it's a great appointment for Fuchs. You know, it's an opportunity for him to go, and it's his first managerial job. He's been out in the MLS with Dean Smith at Charlotte, and it's an opportunity for him to come to a club that, look, they're in trouble. It's going to be difficult for them to get out of that situation. But for your first managerial job, you know, he'll be hoping that he can go in and he can get that new manager bounce and get them out of trouble.
Yeah, massive job on his hands. Huge goal at Anfield, John Bennett.
Is history repeating itself? Nottingham Forest won here 1-0 last season. It is now Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Murillo with the goal. It was a corner that was swung in. Liverpool couldn't clear it. It fell to Murillo. He's just a few yards away from the penalty spot, and a lovely curling low effort into the bottom corner right in front of the Nottingham Forest fans. His celebrations are still going on in front of me. Huge goal, as you say, for Nottingham Forest. They've been second best in this game, but it's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1.
Massive goal. However, do we have an Andy Robertson situation on our hands?
No, because the referee has just blown for a goal.
It is a goal.
It is a goal.
It looked like it was going to go to VAR.
I thought it did, and if you follow what the mantra of last week, where, you know, Andy Robertson ducked out of the way of it, this one goes through the player's legs. So it looks like he's offside to me, and it's actually gone through the legs of the player from the strike. So, but the goalkeeper immediately is complaining. So hey, you know, it goes your way one week, and the next week it doesn't.
And Arne Slot is not happy at all.
Why did that go against us last week?
Also, our cameras are picking up Andy Robertson, who's warming up there as well. So clearly, the commentators are talking about this.
It's so ironic that it's the same team.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
And that's what Slot is probably telling
100%,
the fourth official.
Like, you can see where the frustration from Arne Slot is coming from. But in my opinion, Alisson doesn't save that anyway, regardless. Do you know what I mean? He's not really
Does it
putting
go?
off.
Does it go through his legs?
I don't
Just have a
know.
look at it. I mean,
It doesn't matter. He doesn't save it anyway, Alisson.
No, but it's certainly. I mean, look, if he's stood.
Goal West Ham. Sorry.
That's 2-0 West Ham.
No wonder he's smiling. Nuno Espirito Santo is very, very happy. John Akers.
2-0 West Ham and 2 for the former Bournemouth striker Callum Wilson. This is a brilliant finish. Again, he uses his chest. Free kick deep. Bournemouth don't deal with it. Bowen nods it back in, flicked on, chested down, lets it bounce, swivels about 8 or 9 yards out, Callum Wilson, and with his left foot goes into the top corner, 6 yards out. It's a really smart finish, and West Ham are dominating here. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant drama. West Ham United, the revival continues. What's happening at Anfield, John Bennett?
Well, Nottingham Forest have found the back of the net, but I think this is going to be disallowed. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1. It was Igor Jesus who thought he had his first Premier League goal for Nottingham Forest. Won the ball from Konate, but I think a foul has been given. Foul by Jesus on Konate, so it will be a free kick. It is going to VAR. In fact, it's handball which is being looked at as the ball bounced up. Did it hit Jesus? His hand. I think this is going to be disallowed, but they're still having a look at it. Interesting to see what you think in the studio. At the moment, Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1.
Well, I'm glad, John, you said have a look at it in the studio, because I've just had to tell Martin to look up at a screen, because he went, what are you on about? He thought I was talking about Callum Wilson's goal. But this is a potential handball or not?
Handball again. Well, let's have a look, just to run it on, guys, in the studio.
Yeah, we're
I
running.
can't see an handball there.
Okay, so it might be 2-0.
Hold on.
From that angle.
Wait.
Wait, we're waiting.
Referee
Right,
saying wait. So
okay.
we're all going to have to wait.
I think we should go back to John Bennett. He can talk us through it.
Yes, this has been disallowed. So it's saying handball on my screen. I thought initially it was for a foul because I can't see the handball there. I'm like Martin, I can't see the handball. But it says on the screen, VAR check for handball as the ball bounced up at Igor Jesus in the challenge with Konate. The goal not given. That's a huge moment. It's a lovely finish by Jesus into the corner of the net, but it is still Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Liverpool are rattled here after that goal was given controversially just before that Jesus moment. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1.
Right, okay, this could be a massive talking point. This could be a real turning point in this game. So let's have a studio discussion here. Ash,
Yeah.
what are you seeing here?
I'm seeing two angles of it, and neither of the angles can I see where it touches the arm at all of Jesus. It hits him between the chest and the stomach, and he finishes it. I can't see where it touches his hand. So to me, that goal should stand. But
you've seen two angles of it.
yeah, I've seen the behind the goal like now.
There, that
and
one there.
I can't see. I don't see it touch his arm or hand.
It looks like it comes up into his rib cage.
Yeah, like in here.
You know, whether or not they can see it from a different angle in VAR, that we should be seeing the same pictures as them so we can come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it doesn't look like. But surely VAR has seen something there and has chalked the goal off.
Or does it
Is it-
touch his left arm? We can't.
We're too far away.
You're only
from
seeing the two angles. I
Yeah.
think the TV broadcast
It's
is
a
only
close
showing you
one.
two
it. It
angles.
might be that it comes off.
Not.
It might be that it comes off the right arm as it comes back.
I'm just gonna drop this in here now because I've just seen Andy Madley has just booked Ian Wone, Sean Dyche's assistant, as well, and it looks like Andy Madley is slightly losing control of this game. But let me just speculate on this, right? Arne Slot has gone crazy with the fourth official for the goal that stood.
Yeah.
Are the officials under pressure? Under pressure. I'll be careful with my language here. Are the officials under pressure when they're looking at that potential second goal?
But they've just got to call it
As it is.
as it is.
I get-
Forget what's happened.
So what you're saying is that
Be careful.
They're writing a
Be
wrong.
careful.
They're writing
Be
a wrong. They're writing.
Careful with your
well,
language.
We certainly hope that that's not the case. But
You can't see a handball.
But both of these situations are really controversial because the very first one, I feel Liverpool they're a little bit unlucky with that because the player just jumps out of the way of the ball and the goalkeeper's got the same problem as what happened the week
That's
before.
Man City.
And then in this situation, I can't really see where it's hit the hand, but they're not going to offer that up if it doesn't hit the hand. There'll definitely be a picture somewhere. It maybe does hit the left hand. The more times,
might be the
Okay.
left, it might be
Well, we will get some sort of line from Match Centre very, very shortly. Aaron, what else is happening in the EFL? Derby County 1-0 against Watford, by the way.
Yeah, Derby County, they're the most informed team in the division at the moment. 5 wins in a row. And from a team that last season literally stayed up by 1 point, all of a sudden this year, they could be in the playoffs now. You know, if they get 6th win in a row, they could be in the playoffs. And you've got to say John Eustace is doing a fantastic job.
Martin's nodded at me. Martin?
I'm saying I still can't see that hit the hand. Sorry. Yeah.
So,
So look,
we're talking about a massive controversial moment here.
we are, but we have to trust in the guys. That if this will just be a mistake that someone has not made on purpose. But you have to be very clear here. VAR is coming in to clear these sorts of situations up, and it's not a clear and obvious mistake, is it, by the referee? By the way, for this goal to be taken off. So I sincerely hope that they can see contact on the ball, because I can't. To the naked eye, and I've watched it now 50 times, and we can't see it touch.
Well, hopefully, in the next couple of minutes or so, we will get something from the match centre. So as soon as we get that, we'll bring it to you. Let's go back to Queen's Park Rangers, Hull City, Rich Wolfenden.
It's QPR 1, Hull City 1, and Elias Chair has scored his first league goal of the season. It was Mbenge up from right back, who had a shot from outside the penalty area. Charlie Hughes, the Hull defender, flung himself at it to block it. In doing so, he kind of sat on the ball, killing it dead, and Chair, from about 7 yards out, smashes it past the goalkeeper. QPR 1, Hull 1.
Thank you, Rich. And to St Andrews, Sam Fletcher.